everyone, it's Maria here from Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to make a card with an oldie but goodie Peaceful Petals stamp set. This was around quite a few years ago. I think it was 2013, 2014 from memory. I may be wrong, but I'm going to work with this flower here and a few of these leaves. And I'm also using the 3D textile texture embossing folder from Stampin' Up. I thought I'd revisit some Stampin' Up stuff because I have a ton of it and I enjoy working with it. So I've got a thick piece of white cardstock here. It's half an A4 and then I've scored it in half again, and I'm just going to fold and burnish the score line. So I'll just work with whatever these days. I'm having so much fun just doing whatever I please, and it's a real, you know, just fun being free. Basically. So I have that piece here. What I've done with this stamp set is, when this was first released, there was no matching die set, so I just cut up a whole heap of these and I scanned them into my Silhouette Cameo, and I've made templates of all the cuts so that when I want to stamp the, you know, as a cut, I have that template to work with. So I'll just make sure that this is nice and even. A piece here of some, what's this one called? I've forgotten. It's called, I can't believe what I forgot. It's Calypso Coral stamp colour. So what I'm going to do with that is, this is going to layer on top, but I am going to cut away around here and here. So I'm just going to get my little mini guillotine, and it doesn't have to be precise, it's just at an angle, and just whatever you think will look nice. So I'll cut off, actually I'll cut off about, I don't know, let's see, let's measure it here. I'll cut off about 2 inches from the bottom. So it will go like that, and then I'm going to cut an angle like that and like that, so into a point. So I'll go from about there, and I'll do the same on this side, and it'll go about there. Doesn't have to be, as I said, anything precise. So it just looks like this. You can use a border die, you can do whatever you want, but that's the way I want it to look. Keep these scraps for other projects, like when you punch out, you know, flowers and things. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to emboss this piece with the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. I actually really love this folder because it's got a really nice texture to it, and I think it's beautiful. So let me just think which way I want it on the card. I want it that way. Yeah. So I'll put this to the front there. Make sure it's nice and straight. And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. And for that I'm using platform 1 and the number 4 plate. And it gives you a really lovely texture. Did a great job. Okay, so I'll pop this away because we don't need this anymore. But I will bring out, so it will look like that. I think it looks beautiful. Or did I want it like this? I don't remember. Anyway, either way it looks nice. So this will be put there. And then the flower will go like this. And like this. Like that as well. So, yeah, you'll see that all in a minute. So I'll grab my stamping tool. You can use whatever tool you have available to you. No right or wrong here. I like the Stamparatus. Even though I'm no longer a demo, I still use it. And I like it. It works very well. So I'm just going to butt this to the corner here. And I'm going to bring out the magnet just to make sure it stays in place because I don't want it to move. And then what I'm going to do is grab the stamp. Grab this stamp here. And I'll just match that up. Fiddling around, I have now put everything in place. This stamp is not easy to line up with this, so just letting you know. That's why there was a bit of a delay here. So what I'm going to do is just stamp my images with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I've already put the die cuts in there just to save some time, so you're not sitting, seeing me fiddling around with these things. So I'll just stamp over the top. Just grab my whiteboard marker and give that a bit of a push. It's easier on the hands, you can slide it without hurting your fingers. So I've just finished stamping all of my images now, so I'm just going to clean up my stamps, get rid of my template, give this a bit of a wipe too because that's gotten... Alright, so this is now done. Just put this away. Just pack as I go so it makes it easy for me at the end of this. Alright, so now that our images are all coloured, all cut out, what I'm going to do now is colour my images. I'm going to use my Faber-Castell pencils. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring everything close. I'll put So I finished colouring my images, and I'm going to place my elements on the card just to see how it looks. I'm not really loving that particular image, so I may have to do it again just to be on the safe side here, but here it is so far. It doesn't look good with the leaves on top, so what I'm going to do is restamp this and recolor this again, and then I'll be back. Finally finished colouring this up, so I'm just going to put my pencils away, and then I'm going to start putting the card together. Now, as you can see, right, my colouring is, I'm not an expert, but I wanted to have more light with the leaves, so I just did like a partial colour, and then I just mixed that all up, and I did it in the quickest way possible. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to glue down this piece here to the front. Now this design was inspired by Natasha Foote. She's another YouTuber from New Zealand, and she did an off the page element thing. I'm just adapting that a little bit and just using actual cuts. But her card's beautiful, and it really inspired me to make this version here. So I will link the video below if I find it, and otherwise you can go and check her out yourselves. But she inspired this design, and I really love it. So I'm just going to grab now my flower, and I'll just put it like there to the side and add my leaves. I'll just arrange them the way I see they will look good. So that will look really lovely. I think that arrangement is very nice. So what I'm going to do is grab some glue, and I'll just keep them on here as much as I can so that I arrange them properly. Is my finished card for today, and I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment, and I will endeavour to answer your questions within 24 to 48 hours. So I'll just give you a nice close-up, and I love the dimension of this. And I'm just leaving my card blank from sentiment, which gives me the option of adding whatever sentiment I like for whatever occasion I see fit. So I hope you liked today's tutorial and today's card. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.